The 9 best foods for diabetics and 6 worst ones that can worsen diabetes control, which you should avoid. In this video, I've gathered all the key information you need to know for managing diabetes. I see that the main challenge for diabetics is knowing what's allowed and what's not due to information overload. Anyone can grab a camera, make a video, and suddenly it's taken as fact. This is very dangerous for diabetics. We have data showing many diabetics suffer complications like neuropathy, amputations, blindness, and kidney disease because they lack this information. With this knowledge, you can prevent these issues and achieve better control, leading to much better health. So let's start with the 9 best foods. I've actually grouped them into categories, and I'll explain why, so you can understand and apply this in your life with medical and nutritional guidance. This video doesn't replace medical or nutritionist advice, obviously. Let's get started. What's the first food on our list? It's fruits. But don't fruits contain fructose? Won't they raise blood sugar levels? That's one of the big myths circulating online. Fruits are great for diabetics, packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. There's no need to fear fructose. It's excess fructose that raises blood sugar. Some fruits have higher glycemic index and sugar content. Choose fruits that won't spike your blood sugar and have less sugar. These are excellent choices. But which fruits are those? Number 1, guava, strawberry, avocado, berries, citrus, and passion fruit. These fruits are excellent options. All the fruits I mentioned won't drastically increase blood sugar levels. Another myth: diabetics shouldn't fear carbs or follow a zero-carb diet. They should limit intake and eat a balanced diet for overall health. If you eat a guava, for example, you'll see it won't spike your blood sugar, as it doesn't have enough simple carbs to cause a spike, and it also has fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Keep in mind that some fruits need more caution, like bananas, grapes, and mangoes, as they're naturally higher in sugars and carbs, having a more significant impact on your blood glucose levels. Number 2, vegetables. Vegetables are great for diabetics, as they're packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help control blood sugar. For instance, cucumber, radish, and greens like lettuce, arugula, cauliflower, kale, and broccoli all aid in managing diabetes. Don't fear starch in veggies. Many videos discuss how it turns to glucose, just like fruits' fructose. But that's only an issue if you eat too much starch or choose high-starch veggies like potatoes, okay? So, opt for fiber-rich veggies I mentioned, full of nutrients and vitamins that'll lower your blood sugar levels, working together with fiber and nutrients for better diabetes control. Got it? These vegetables I've talked about are excellent choices. Number 3, whole grains like chia and flax are great for diabetics. They improve gut health and have been linked to reduce colon cancer risk, but they're also excellent for better blood sugar control and overall diabetes management. What can whole grains like chia do for your body? They increase fullness, so you eat less, and help lower the glycemic index. Adding chia to fruit slows digestion, which is beneficial for diabetics. So, chia, flaxseed, and these whole grains are beneficial for your health. I'm not sure what you'll ask about oatmeal. I've put oatmeal in the middle ground, okay? Because oats are mostly carbs, containing 65% sugars, so it's not ideal for diabetics. However, oats are generally better than other grains. You're often confused about this. It's smarter to choose chia and flaxseed, which have good fats that lower bad cholesterol and raise good cholesterol. Oatmeal can do this too and is also healthy, but diabetics should be careful with oatmeal, all right? Number 3, whole grains with an asterisk for oats. Number 4, milk and dairy products. That's right, you heard correctly. Milk is very good for diabetics. You don't need to fear milk. Look how many myths I'm debunking in this video. If you're enjoying this, I'll explain why milk is good for diabetics. Don't forget to like. Let's aim for 20,000 likes. A bold goal. This is one of the most important videos on the channel, with lots of info on diabetes. Now, let's talk about milk. Why is milk good? Milk has various vitamins. Milk is rich in calcium. Milk also has good proteins. Only those with lactose intolerance or sensitivity should avoid milk, which is a minority of people. If you feel fine, you don't need to fear milk. Milk won't harm your gut or worsen your diabetes, unless, of course, you drink several liters of it. I'm talking about moderate intake, which is very healthy in a balanced diet. Remember, it's best to choose skimmed milk. This removes some of the fat and calories. Diabetics need to watch both sugar and calorie intake, so opt for low-fat cheese, yogurt, and milk, okay? This cuts calories and helps control blood sugar more effectively. Number 5, eggs. Eggs are excellent for diabetics and those wanting to control blood sugar levels. The egg is a very complete food. I'm talking about the whole egg, the white for protein, and the yolk too. The yolk has good fats that boost HDL cholesterol, plus B vitamins for eyes and memory, so eggs are excellent. I'm talking about eating 1 to 2 eggs per day. Eating 10-15 eggs daily, as some videos suggest, could cause cholesterol problems. It's the same story with fructose and starch. Moderation is key, along with knowledge. Do you like eating eggs? I eat 1 to 2 eggs every day. I love them. They're a complete food that's great for health. Number 6 is grains like lentils, peas, chickpeas, and beans. These foods have fiber, complex carbs, and yes, some starch too. But as we discussed, a balanced diet needs these nutrients without banning foods or fearing they'll harm your health. We've seen that moderation is key, and these are complete foods. For instance, beans or chickpeas paired with protein are even better. You don't need restrictive diets where you can't eat anything. Those lead to overeating later, weight gain, and blood sugar spikes. We've found that balance is the key to everything. Do you agree? Are you enjoying the video so far? Tell us in the comments which of these grains you prefer. I prefer beans. How about you? Alright, let's continue with our list. Number 7 is fish. I won't restrict any specific type of fish. Some fish can improve cholesterol levels due to omega-3, like salmon, tuna, and sardines. But other fish are also beneficial for diabetics. So don't just look for the fish I mentioned here. Eat fish available in your area. It's protein rich and won't raise blood sugar. So it's excellent to add to your diet. Number 8 is healthy fats, like olive oil. Olive oil is very good for people with diabetes. It's high in calories, so watch the amount. Olive oil may lower your risk of heart attack and stroke. Why? It can improve cholesterol levels, especially good cholesterol, which is very beneficial for diabetics. We know that one of the main concerns, perhaps the biggest, is the cardiovascular risk from these changes I mentioned. So olive oil is very beneficial for people with diabetes. But what's the recommended dose of olive oil? On average, 7 milliliters won't impact your diet calorie-wise, but you'll still get the benefits I mentioned. A study found that people consuming just 7 milliliters of olive oil already saw cardiovascular benefits, okay? So watch the dose, but it's much better than other fats I'll discuss later in the video. Number 9 on foods that help control blood sugar levels. Meats. I'll include chicken and beef, which can also be helpful. Remember, when it comes to red meat, choose leaner cuts, okay? The kind where you don't see visible fat. These leaner cuts of meat also have fewer calories, better for diabetics, protein rich, won't spike blood sugar, and helps control calorie intake. You can pair these with other foods I'm mentioning here. As for chicken, chicken breast is great for diabetics. It's low in fat, especially if you remove the skin. The skin can raise cholesterol and is high in calories. Without it, it's an excellent option for... Now, what foods should you avoid? Which foods need extra attention as they might negatively impact blood sugar levels? Well, there are 6 main groups. I'll do what I did with the best ones. Explain why. First, I'll mention the group, then tell you why you should avoid it. The number 1 food to avoid with many internet myths is pork lard. Lard isn't healthy and can increase your cardiovascular risk. It has saturated fats, which raise your bad cholesterol, LDL, so be careful. It's also very high in calories and negatively impacts blood sugar levels. You might think, but when I eat lard, my blood sugar doesn't spike much after. And that's true, you're right. But what actually happens? Eating lots of saturated fat delays the sugar spike, but excess calories worsen your overall health. Why? Excess calories and bad fats increase fat tissue, worsening insulin resistance. What's the main issue with diabetes? In type 2 diabetes, insulin is present but can't function properly. The body resists insulin as fat tissue prevents it from working effectively. Eating lard worsens this, even if blood sugar doesn't spike immediately. Got it? Understood? Use a non-stick pan instead of lard, or opt for olive oil. You can saute vegetables in olive oil. Olive oil doesn't become toxic when heated on your stove. The smoke point of olive oil, when it starts producing harmful substances, can't be reached on your home stove. So don't be afraid to heat olive oil. But yes, lard is unhealthy. Number 2, avoid fruit juices and sugary drinks like chocolate milk and soda. Here I'm talking about regular soda. 0-calorie soda won't affect your blood sugar. For diabetics, 0-calorie soda is better than regular. Why? Soda contains sugar that rapidly increases blood sugar levels, doesn't satisfy hunger, and is empty calories with no vitamins or nutrients. So it's best to avoid sodas, chocolate drinks, and fruit juices. Why? When you make juice, you remove the fiber. Remember I said oranges with pulp were good? Orange juice isn't good for diabetics. Why is that? You remove fiber, leaving concentrated carbs, higher glycemic load, and index in orange juice. What's the glycemic index? It's how much a carb raises blood sugar levels. So be careful with drinks. I see this in practice. Diabetics often mind their food but slip up with fruit juices, even if labeled whole. Whole grape juice, for instance, isn't good for diabetics. It's healthy with nutrients and antioxidants, but diabetics must watch fruit juices. Some juices, like lemon, are okay because they're very diluted. You add a bit of lemon and dilute it a lot with water. So lemon juice is fine. Passion fruit juice is good too, but these are exceptions. Most juices, like apple, mango, pineapple, grape, and orange juice, require extra caution. If possible, avoid them as they have a bigger impact on blood sugar levels. You should opt for foods rich in fiber. You know carbs aren't scary, but it's best to be more careful with juices and avoid them if possible. Number 3, processed foods like fast food, frozen burgers, and pizzas. First, you can't control what's in these pre-made foods. Many are high in sodium. A study found Americans consume about 11 grams of salt. The recommendation, up to 5 grams. So, more than double what's recommended. In Europe, average consumption is also 11 grams. It's best to avoid these ready-made foods and watch your sodium intake. Many videos say sodium is good for our body, and it is, but too much can harm you. I mentioned up to 5 grams of salt daily, but for sodium, it's less. Up to 2 grams a day is healthy. Our body needs sodium to maintain blood pressure levels, so sodium is good, but excess can harm you significantly. Be careful with processed foods and saturated fat, like lard, which can worsen control. Food number 4 to watch out for, fried foods like French fries in oil. Why? It increases calories and worsens overall control. So fried foods in general. Do you like French fries? If you're diabetic, pay extra attention, and this applies to everyone. I avoid fried foods too. Number 5, alcoholic beverages. Alcohol is very caloric and can negatively impact your diabetes control. Not to mention other harmful effects of excessive alcohol consumption. There's debate that those without liver issues could have 1 drink daily, okay? But for diabetes and blood sugar control, it's best to be cautious and avoid alcohol. And the 6th type of food to avoid is anything with added sugar, like store-bought cream-filled cookies, for example. Adding sugar to foods, like putting sugar in a cake when you already have white flour, even if it's not refined sugar. Even demerara sugar will negatively impact your blood sugar levels. So, foods with simple carbs and added sugar like sugar in coffee. Do you like coffee? Do you add sugar? That can be harmful if you have diabetes or watch your blood sugar, as your body digests it quickly and doesn't need that sugar. Did you like this video? Did you learn something? On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate it? If it's a 10, I'll make more videos like this. Also, comment where in the world you're watching from. I'm speaking from Porto Alegre. What's your city? Write it here and I'll send you a hug. Now I'll suggest another video for you to watch. It's about the best and worst fruits. You saw fruits as item number 1. In that video, I discussed their impact on blood sugar and which fruits to watch out for. I also give a more complete list of the best ones. Click here to be directed to it. Take care. See you next time.